Hello.
Hi, Mario.
Where is Abe now?
Hong Kong.
But he was yesterday here, I think.
I don't know. It's like, oh my God, I I can't travel so much anymore. It's too much. But I don't know.
I don't know how he does it. So you had to cut short your desert?
No,
No?
no, I was coming home anyway.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Hello.
Hello, long time no see.
Yeah. What
Yeah,
time is it there now?
Lunchtime,
Hmm?
12 o'clock. 12
Lunch
o'clock.
tomorrow, right? Wednesday?
It's Wednesday.
Hmm.
Yeah, Mario.
Hello.
Long time no see.
V'cheinu oimer asaf asaf kol me'al pnei adamanu Hashem. Asaf adamu ve'ma asef ofer shemaim u'digayam v'amachshelos eser sha'im. We talked about yesterday that the non-Jews worship the sun, the moon, and Hashem doesn't destroy them because the world needs these things. Same thing here. People worship humans and animals and fish and everything. They're just put there as a michshol for the Rishoyim. Just because you have crazy people who do crazy things, Hashem should get rid of his beautiful Bria? No. And they also worship a human being. Pasuk in Sefanya, I can't destroy all of humanity. Same Shaila. Shaul Agrippus starts Savas Rabban Gamliel. Agrippus was in the time of Herod. He was a non-Jew. And this Agrippus was the general, the head of the army of the Melech Agrippus Hasheni. After Herod, we had a number of kings called Agrippus. But this Agrippus was Agrippus Sartsova, was not a Jew. And he asked Rabban Gamliel, Ksiv b'toraschem, ki Hashem lo kecha eshoch lahu elkana. Your God is a God of fire, jealous. Well, klum miskane elachacham b'chacham v'gibor b'gibor v'asher b'asher. I mean, a wise person is not jealous of someone who's not wise. It means wise people are jealous of other people's wisdom, or Hercules with Achilles, or Usher Usher, one wealthy guy, another wealthy guy. Otherwise, there's no point in jealousy. So that's basically by saying that Hashem is jealous of the Avodah Zara, it's giving the Avodah Zara power. And you guys say that the Avodah Zara is ein bo mamish. So Rav Gamliel Amar lo emeshol chamashal ma davar doim lo adam shenasa ishal ishto. A man takes a second wife. He's married to his first wife. If chashuva mimena, if the second wife is a more distinguished pedigree than the first, ein miskanim bo. Pchusa mimena, but if she's lower than her, then miskanim bo. Then she's jealous. So that's the same thing. The fact that people are worshiping these things that have no power or anything, then that's why he's jealous of that. Armalei Zunin Rabbi Akiva. Libi v'libcha yoda d'Avodah Zara lesbe mushasha. We know, you and I, our hearts know, that Avodah Zara have no power. V'hakachazin gavri da'azli kimizbari v'asu kimitzamdi. We do see broken people go into a base of Avodah Zara and they come out healed. My time. Listen to this interesting answer. Armalam shchol marshal about Davidon. Lodem naman shai ba'ir. There was a trustworthy person in the city. People they're going to China. They had to deposit their valuables with this guy. And they did it without Adim because they trusted him. It was one guy who didn't trust him. And when he deposited stuff, he did it always with Adim. That same guy once came by. Hifki that social obeyed. He forgot to use it beidim. Let's deny when he comes to get it that he ever gave us anything. This guy was a fool. He didn't do what he normally does. I'm a trustworthy guy in this city, and we could lose our reputation. So avkach yisurim. When suffering, a certain machla is sent as a shaliach to inflict yisrum on somebody. They take an oath. They will leave only on a certain day. No, telchu means they'll come in on a certain day. And they won't leave on a certain day and a certain hour. Ayade ploni on a certain doctor, vayade some ploni. This is all prearranged. Kivan she gives one and says the Yisrum have to leave. It so happens, and this guy walked in, halach zel base of Avodah Zara. Amr Yisrum dinu. We don't want to give the base of Avodah Zara credibility. So we're going to stay inside. But the heavenly court tells the Yisroel, he decides to go into a base of Avodah Zara. We're going to stop this oath process? Absolutely not. That's what, when it says sicknesses have nemanus, because they have to abide by the oath. Ro'im b'shlichusam. Their shlichus is to do bad, but v'nemonim b'shvuasam. But they took a shvuah to leave by a certain date and a time and by a doctor, and they follow that. Amalei Rav Yitzchak Rav Yehuda. Ha'ika beis Avodah Zara ba'asrin, the chimitzra chalma lemitra. There was a beis Avodah Zara in his neighborhood. When the people needed rain, and if mischazle become a certain idol appears to somebody, shecht for me this person, human sacrifice, and rain will come. And shachtel gavravasi mitra, and they shechted the person, rain fell. If I was not alive, I wouldn't be able to respond to you. But now that I'm alive, I can respond to you. V'ra'ita t'shemesh v'tei areach, asher chalak Hashem lokecha osam l'chol ha'amim. Malamed shechlichem b'dvarim k'tei l'tordim min ha'olam. He causes things to happen that people will err in their thinking, in order that they will choose Avodah Zara and they'll be able to be kicked out of the world. Hainu dam reish lakish, If he's a clown, he's going to go to the clowns. A person comes to do sin, min shamayim, they give him the opportunity to do so. They don't prevent him. Person comes to be a Baal Tshuva, Messiah knows so. Shamayim helps him. Okay. Now we're going to start learning the dinim of Yain Nesach. Loichin gat be'uta. This is Lucy. In the Lucy show, she would dance on the grapes and make wine. And the goy did it with his feet. Loichin gat be'uta min hanochri. You can buy wine from there. Afal pi shuhu noitel biyado. Even though you've touched it with his hand. The noitel tapuach. Maybe he put the grapes in a pile. It does not become wine until all this juice goes down into the pit. Then it's called yain. Now, yard labor, once it's in the pit, masha babor osir, will be osir as yain nech. Vashar, the juice that has not gone into the pit, mutter. Okay. Dorchinim anochri begat. You can stomp with the nochri in this when they're pressing the grapes with their feet. Avalo botzrimimo. You can't harvest with your hand because they're going to make it tummy, and you're going to add tumah to the world. Asr ligrom tumah leperes Eretz Yisrael. Yisrael shu oisei betuma. And if a Yisrael is tamei and he's trying to make wine, lo dorchen v'lo botzrim, you also don't press with him and cut with him because he is not allowed to make things tamei, and you're being misayeh to an over avera. Aval, after he finished making the wine, you can bring the barrels to the board and fill up. And mevinim, you can take it from the gas away. Once it's tummy, so you don't add tumah anymore. Now we're shifting to bread. Nachtom shuhu oise betuma. A baker who is tummy and he's baking betuma. Lo lashon v'lo archinimo. You don't become tummy yourself by kneading and arranging the bread with him. You're being mesayeh lavera. Aval moilichinimo pas lapalter. But you can carry it once it's baked. It's already tameh. You can carry it with him to the baker to sell. Ravuna yayin kiven shehischil li moshech. So you have fluid coming out of the grape, and it's sort of moving through capillary action towards the pit. That already is considered wine and oisen yain nesach. But from our Mishnah, it didn't seem to be wine unless it went all the way down to the pit. It's not looking so even though it's already flowing to the pit, our Mishnah says it does not become yain nesach. How does Rav Huna explain? Rav Huna begas kukum leya. The gas is full, so the fluid it's not drawn to the fluid from another place. Again, it said explicitly in the Mishnah, it doesn't become yain nesach until it falls into the pit. Therefore, prior to that, the goy does not make it yain nesach, even though it's, like Rav Huna said, it's being pulled to the gas. Again, answers the Gemara Chanami because kukam leya. There's no flow because it's full. Toshma. Another kasha on Rav Huna. Yorad labor. Once the grape juice or whatever fluid made it down into the pit, masha babor osir, v'ashar mutter. The remaining juice that has not made it down is mutter, even though l'chora, it's being nimshach, it's being pulled to the bore. Again, it's a kasha on Rav Huna. On Rav Huna loy kasha. Kan, our Mishnah that seems to permit it, b'mishnah rishona, an earlier Mishnah. Kan, this where it's not prohibited, b'mishnah achrona. Where do we see this? The Tanya. B'rishoina hayu oimrim, badad. That was a mnemonic for ein boitzrin. We don't harvest grapes im anachri. Ein boitzrin anachri bagat, in this vine press area. She'asr ligrom tuma l'chulin sheberet Yisrael. We don't want to add tuma to chulin eretz Yisrael. Vein dorchenim Yisrael she'oisa perosa betuma. You have another Jew who's stepping on grapes, and he's tamei. We don't join in with him because it's going to add. You're being messiah him. She'asr l'sayeh they of vera. Aval dorchim and anochri bagas. You can stomp on the grapes with the goy in that area. V'loy chayshina l'ravuna. That by this time the yain is yain nesach. But chazru loymer debad ein dorchin im anochri bagat mishum ravuna, because the yain is being pulled that way, and he's touching it, becomes yain nesach, and therefore it becomes an asra no as well. Okay, stop here. Okay, tomorrow is Wednesday. Tomorrow we will learn our normal time at 7 o'clock.
Okay.
Okay, everybody?